Hey folks, hope you're having a great Wednesday wherever you're at. It's been a couple of weeks since I popped on, so I thought I'd pop on and talk about what decision do you need to make. Quickly before I do that, always love to share my book, Sitting with God, A Journey to Your True Self Through Centering Prayer. If you haven't read it, please check it out. It has Goodreads. I'm excited that there's 207 people marked as reading it on Goodreads. I have 133 and growing reviews on Amazon. So check it out if you haven't had a chance to read the book. And if you've read the book, and I'd appreciate it if you could take a minute or two just to write a very short review on Amazon. It's helpful for all authors, including this author. It'll help people determine whether the book is something that is good for them and makes sense for them to read. So I'd appreciate it if you could take a minute just to do a quick review if you read the book or even if you read it quite a while ago. So, thought it would be fun to talk about what decision do you need to make. And I love reading books by Bob Proctor. He passed away over a year ago, and there's a quote from one of his books that I jotted down, and then I'll talk a little bit about it. There's a single mental move you can make that in a millisecond will solve enormous problems for you. It has the potential to improve almost any personal or business situation you will encounter, and it could literally propel you down the path to incredible success. I'm talking about decision. So I thought I'd take a minute or two just to talk about decision, since I read this really neat quote from one of his books. So what decision do you need to make? And then more importantly, after you've made that decision, what action or actions do you need to take now, not in the future? And I think about key decisions I've made in my life, and quite a few. And I'll just rattle off a few that I've made that I'm glad I made. And I'm not going to go into exactly why I'm happy about them, but go to college, accept my first job, switch jobs at my employer, get my MBA, get married, buy a house, move. I recently moved from Pennsylvania to North Carolina. Have children, join a gym, publish a book. Currently writing my second book. Create a website, become a coach, become a speaker, practice centering prayer. And I'll say that was really one of the most important decisions I've ever made in my life, to practice centering prayer. I've been at it since 2013. So glad I have. It's changed me. It's healed me. It's transformed me. It's boosted me with confidence. It's connected me to God. I'm become more aware of my oneness with God, and then my future actions and my future self. I'm letting go of who I'm not and becoming my future self. And when I keep saying it's not centering prayer. It's God that has done all these things. So centering prayer was a vital decision I made, and I almost wish I had known about centering prayer more than 10 years ago, but perhaps I wasn't ready for it at the time. Journaling, affirmations, gratitude, practicing visualization. These are all decisions I've made and things that I want to do, and then I've taken action on them. And the fruits of these actions have been powerful and have been amazing. But we too often procrastinate, and we say to ourselves, I'll begin when the time is right, when I have enough money, when I have enough time, when I get a couple other things done. You fill in you fill in the blank. If you think about it, the best time to begin is now. Make a decision. Start now. You don't need to know everything that needs to happen. You just need to know the next step. And as you begin taking steps and taking action, clarity comes. Clarity comes with action. The path becomes more clear. But if you take no action, what happens? Nothing. So really, as you take daily action, the path becomes more clear, and you begin to create kind of a forward momentum, and amazing things begin to happen because you made a decision, you took action, and you continued to take action. And for me, a lot of my actions I infuse with centering prayer. Centering prayer, and in parentheses, God. God prays in me what God wants me to do. God prays in me the actions I need to take. During centering prayer, I let go of who I am not and become who I am, and then I move forward on it. And many of the decisions I've made that I rattled off earlier are as a result of sitting in the silence of centering prayer, and then outside of centering prayer, thinking about and journaling what decisions does God want me to make and what actions does God want me to take, and then just starting now, and moving forward and letting the path become more and more clear. But the most important thing is make a decision and then take action and take daily action. So I hope you found that helpful. Much love to all of you. Take care, everybody.